Hey guys, welcome back. Peterson Outdoor Films. It is bow hunting 2023. It's apparently someone's sighting in the rifle during bow season. Anyways, Saturday morning, decided to come out here. I haven't really seen anything on my trail cameras all week because I've been battling with a stray cow on the property. So it's been running all the deer off the food plot. And so it was like 8:15 a.m. this morning, and I had to stretch my legs, so I stood up, and all of a sudden I'm looking across the food plot, and here's a really nice buck. Just came in, just raking, making a scrape, turned, made another scrape, and so I decided I was going to sit down, and I drew my bow back, and he eventually came around this pod of trees and got 15 yards from me. Well, here he is. He's got his head to the ground, but his eyes are looking up at me in the tree. So I couldn't let my bow down because he was going to bolt, and he kind of did that thing where deer like step back, like they know something's not right, and he went to turn, and I stuck an arrow, and I know I got one lung for sure, but the arrow didn't really penetrate all the way through. So when he ran off, I could see the arrow was kind of flopping out the side. So like I said, that was 8:15. I backed out right away, and it's almost 1 p.m. right now. We're gonna go look for him. I'm not feeling too optimistic, honestly, but hopefully if we let him lay long enough, he could have died. I'm hoping that arrow did enough damage. So we'll see. I don't know, but that's bow hunting, right? Like, you got to take the shot you have, and I try to make an ethical shot, and sometimes it works out, right? But we will see what happens. We're going to go look for some blood and find my arrow, and get back with you guys soon. You're going to laugh when you see how close I was parked to your stand this morning, and this buck,
he keeps saying my stand, it's our stand.
This buck made a scrape probably 30 yards in front of my truck, and I know he did because when I walked in this morning there was tons of leaves in the scrape. It hadn't been checked in a while, and when I walked out after shooting that buck, the scrape was raked out, and it was right in the direction where that buck came from. So there's really no question it was him. It's just bizarre. I mean, I really should have just sat by my truck this morning. Probably would have had a better chance at him.
How many times have we talked about that? Gun season, just sit in your truck.
I know.
So we're going to try it, folks. Jake didn't say, but I'm here with him. We'll see. I'm optimistic. You never know. I've seen weird things happen. Hopefully we're just praying he got just enough in him that he maybe one lung or maybe even just touch a liver. It's hard to say, but hopefully this buck right there.
Where?
Little buck. There he was running. See him?
Yep.
There, dude, they're out everywhere, folks. There's a little buck just standing right here. They are on the move. Last weekend of October, it never fails. There's a full moon tomorrow. Just driving up there is deer all over.
So this is where I was parked, guys, okay? You'll see it here when we get out of the truck. I'm parked right here this morning. If Justin zooms in on this oak tree right here on the corner, there is a scrape, and that is where that buck made a scrape this morning. We'll walk up to it, but it's not far from here. That's 30 yards.
Yeah, Jake parked close.
I parked real close.
All right, well, we're going to get quiet, folks, and see if we can find this deer. So. wears contacts and glasses. He goes, man, I just want to go get my glasses. It's kind of hard for me to see. It's like, sure. So he decided to cut down this one road. And we see this big rub. We're like, all right, perfect. And then lo and behold, right below that rub is this. So, come on. We think we know which direction he headed now. Jake didn't think he got much penetration. He's got almost half an arrow in this buck. So my guess is he's got to be somewhere in here. We've let him lay for hours now. So if we can find some blood and get on him, man, it's like, he's a big buck too. I told Jake, I said, grab one of your other arrows. I just want to measure how much is in him. But I mean, it's almost half an arrow and I can see blood on it. I mean, that's, in my opinion, I would say he's dead. The question is, how far or where did he go? But I'm just standing waiting while Jake goes and gets his glasses, so stay tuned. God, I hope we find this buck. He's a bruiser. But just sheer luck walking down the roadhouse, and Jake goes, there's my arrow, as I'm looking at the rub. So, it's like, come on, we haven't found any blood or nothing, but I think we got an idea which direction he's going. The chase continues. Folks, I found him. I walked up on him. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Holy shit.
Dude,
Oh
high
my God,
five me,
I see
brother.
his rack from here.
Oh my God, dog, dude.
No way.
I walked right up
No
on
way.
him, Jake. I looked, I saw the rack. I was like, oh my God, he's dead right here.
Oh my God. Look at the size of this thing.
Holy crap.
Guys, this is not a reenactment. We just found this deer.
I walked right up on him, and I was like, oh my Lord.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, folks, that's a beautiful buck. I just happened to look up. I'm like, Jake's going to crap. I'm like, I actually see his rack, and he's done. Oh, he's stiff as a board. He's been dead this whole time. Jake, you got him. Oh,
Look
what
how
a,
stiff he is.
he's been dead this whole time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My first 10-pointer. Oh God, he has been laying here a while.
Oh, he's been dead this whole time.
My first 10-pointer. I just had the conversation with you the other night. I said, I want to shoot my first 10-pointer. It's yet to happen. Last year I shot a 9. Look at that. And did I tell you he had a crab claw too? Look at that.
Why do I always find your deer? Give me a hug, dude. Yes! I got him for you. I got him. I had a feeling. I was like, I wonder if I just walk this way, what are the chances I see him? Dude, all of a sudden, I see this. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, here he is. I'm like, he's dead. He's right. I'm like, look, I was right there. I walked right at him.
I was going down the main trail. I
was like, I'm going to parallel the strip plot. All of a sudden, I like kind of, I'm like, what are the chances? Because how many times do I find your deer?
Hold on, I got to text Steph right now.
Oh, dude, that's a wall hanger, bro. That's a nice buck. Jacob, I got him. I was like, I'm just going to walk slow. I just said back there, I was like, Lord, please let me find this deer. I look up, Jake, and I see him laying there. Thank you, Jesus. That's a giant. Jake, that is a big buck, bro. That's a nice one. That's a wall hanger. Hey, we're both tagged out.
Yes.
We're both tagged out, homie.
Let's roll this thing over. See where I hit him. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that was high. But angled down.
Wow.
Look at the size of the body on that thing.
Look at the rack on that thing. I don't care about the body.
Oh, he stinks like buck. I love it. I love it. I love this smell. Yes!
So sorry, folks, you know, the shot is not on film, but the recovery is, which is really important.
That was not a reenactment.
No.
You guys, I apologize I didn't get the kill on camera again. But it like happened so fast, right? Like you got a buck walking in at you at 15 yards. What are you gonna do? Reach for your camera or reach for your bow? I reach for my bow. So oh my God, what a take. Look at the rack on this thing. Look at this. Wow, that's a hammer right there. That's a hammer.
Give me some angles of him here. Bring him
Okay.
up.
So remember we were talking about this dark patch on his face? apparently it was just a weepy eye. He's all wet.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had a real weepy eye. Must be a gland right there. I don't know why, but
Besides Titan, this is your biggest buck ever.
well, my biggest buck ever ran onto somebody else's property. They recovered it and kept it. This would be my second biggest buck. I mean, he's not real wide, but he's really got some great mass. I mean, look at, nothing's broke off. What a beautiful deer. Look at that.
Congratulations, Jake. What did I say this morning? What was my text to you?
Yep. Hey, hear that? Lung shot. Lung shot.
What was my text? Patience. It was like 5 minutes.
did.
5 minutes later, and Jake texts me. He's like, "I hit a big buck." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Wow." I literally stood back here, folks. The only view I had was for his rack. I'm like, "Lord, just give me a sign." I look up. I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Jake's gonna die."
He plowed into this tree, and that's where he stopped, right there, dead. My heart is racing right now. Well, guys, patience and persistence definitely paid off in this case. Came out here, like I told you earlier, on a Saturday morning. I had that stupid cow running all the deer off the food plot. I mean, God, like what a week, right? My cameras went dead. The stupid cow just ran everything away. So I came out here with like pretty low expectations, and it was 8:15, like I told you guys earlier. I think I stood up to stretch my legs, hadn't seen a deer, and all of a sudden I'm looking across the food plot, and there's a buck 30 yards from me, right, making a scrape, just raking it, right? These scrapes hadn't been checked all week. There's been leaves in them and everything. And so, you know, it took a while. I had drew back really early, and then he walked 15 yards and he was facing right at me, and I was like, oh shoot, and like, you know, now what? And I'm full draw, and if I let down, he's gonna bolt. So he actually quartered towards me just enough where I could get my arrow in for a high lung shot. And when he bolted off, I saw like the majority of my arrow was sticking out, so I was like, oh no, like this deer's probably a goner. And so I did the right thing, like I backed out immediately. I didn't even go look for blood or anything. And then called Justin, called my friend Sam, and just said, you know, I need some reinforcement. Let's go look for him this afternoon. So we waited until like almost 1 p.m. So he laid for like 4+ hours. And so Justin and I, we go back to where I shot him, and we searched and did not find one speck of blood. Like we walked this peninsula back and forth, we gridded it, not one speck of blood. So like I was getting pretty discouraged at that point, right? So then I said to Justin, hey, like, let's go back to the truck, let's get a drink of water. And as we're walking down this little trail back to my truck, lo and behold, half of my arrow, the half that was sticking out, was laying right on the trail. Like, just complete, like,
Chance,
ironic,
I
like,
mean.
complete chance. I mean, what are the chances, right? My arrow's just laying right there in the open. And it's very, like, wooded. You probably can't see it right now, but we hunt in a very heavily wooded area. And so we found the arrow, right, which was like, oh, cool, we have a clue. And so we kind of knew, like, what way he was running. And so we just decided to, like, let's grid it again. And we both split up, and I walked in about 60, 70 yards. Justin probably walked in almost 100. And all of a sudden I hear, hey, you want to come see your buck? And he just walked right up on it. This thing was stiff as a board. He's been laying there all morning. So, you know, I was pretty disappointed thinking that, you know, this deer laid there alive. But in fact, this thing, it did run 175 yards in a straight line, according to Onyx. But this deer was dead, just laying there dead all morning. So, man, like, what a crazy hunt. Obviously, I didn't get it on film because it happened so fast, and unfortunately, that's just how it goes with
I didn't get mine on film either. We apologize,
but I mean, hey, at least, like, look at that caliber of deer. I'm actually gonna cape it out myself tonight and then take it to a taxidermist. So, man, I couldn't be happier. And now we both tagged out this year for bow season. That's a first, I think.
ever that we've shot 2 nice bucks before
And-
gun season. I mean,
And now we got gun season to look forward to. And, you know, there's other good quality deer that we're seeing. So hopefully we can get something else on film for you guys. Yes.
so remember, always like, share, subscribe. Check out Instagram. There'll be lots of pictures of this deer on there. And I mean, I couldn't be more blessed than, again, to spend this time with my brother in the woods where we love to be.
Yep.
We spend so much time out here working cameras and food plots, as you can see behind us. And we've been piecing the puzzles together every year and figuring it out. Finally, I think we got it figured out.
We got to figure it out.
Persistence pays off. We've got it nailed down, and just, man, I couldn't believe it. Jake's reaction, you'll see on the film. I just see the rack. I'm like, if a camera had been in my face, folks, I freaked out.
I wasn't acting.
No,
we actually
no.
walked up on it with the camera turned on.
There was no acting at all. I mean,
yep, that was a true story. But
I'm extremely happy for Jacob. I mean, he was so bummed out. I said, stay positive, stay positive. If we can find something, we're gonna get him. And thank you, Jesus, by the grace of God, just gritting it out. Never found one drop of blood. Nothing. Just gritted it out where we know this woods. And
not a speck of blood.
Knew the direction. And man, I was like, I'll keep the food plot between me and here, and Jake's over there, and got him. And Jake just had pictures of this buck the other night.
I did.
He was in a different stand.
Sunday night, I sat in a different stand across the property, and I'm watching this guy on my cell cam, and I was just like so disappointed. I'm like, wow, I just missed, a buck of a lifetime, right? Because I chose the wrong stand, but that's how it goes. You cannot sit at all, right? You can't sit all the stands. You pick and choose. And I was basing my decision off of the wind direction. Apparently it was the wrong call. But it worked out today, so I got him. And that is a wrap to my 2023 bow season in Wisconsin. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Really hope you enjoy the video, and hopefully we'll bring you some more content here in the future. Thanks.
Stay tuned. Peterson Outdoor Films. There'll always be more coming. Catch you on the next one. We out.